Welcome. This video will show you how to create a quality control chart, either a C chart, P chart, or X bar or R chart in Excel. I will show you how to create a P chart using this data. I'm using the Excel templates for Unit 10. A control chart is simply a scatter plot with horizontal lines drawn in for the upper and lower control limits and center line. So let's start with a scatter plot showing the number of samples along the x-axis and the number of defects along the y-axis. I will highlight my data, click on the Insert tab, and then select a scatter plot. I always think it's a good idea to add chart titles and axis titles to a graph. I'll just slide my graph down a little in the open space. Next, I need to draw in my control limits and center line. I will find what these are by going to the upper and lower limit cells. I'm looking at about 51% for the upper limit and 22% for the lower limit. My center line is at about 37%. I can go to the Insert tab again and click on the Illustrations grouping to find shapes. I will select a line. I will draw my upper limit first at about 51 mark along the y-axis. I'm holding down the Shift key as well to make sure it is perfectly horizontal. Now this line is not very visible, so I'll change the weight of this line with the format options. I will do this also for the lower limit, which should be at about 22%. I'll grab a line and draw it at about 22 on my y-axis. Again, I will change the weight to make it more visible. Lastly, I will do this for the center line, which should be at about 37%. I'll grab a line and draw it at about 37 on my y-axis. For the center, I will change the color as well as the weight to distinguish it from the upper and lower limits. If you have any questions, please contact your instructor.